And today's guest is super hot. Watch out. You guys might get a little hot in here. His name is SK, and I creeped on him on TikTok. Thank you so much for coming by.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me.
Dude, okay, so tell me about you, how you got started. I know you're a photographer, you're basically a brand, you do comedy reels. How did you get into this?
Uh Man, so I don't know. Years ago, I think I started in photography and film like in 2011. And it was just like I was bored and wanted to pick up a hobby. And so I don't know why, I just picked up a camera and started shooting. And then I had when I started doing, I was doing like photos for like family and stuff like that. And then when I started doing video work, a friend of mine was like, "Hey man, I got this fitness, these video clips. Could you edit them?" And I was like, "Dude, I've never edited video." So, but I was like, "Sure, whatever." So I did that, and then I just kind of fell in love with it. And then the rest of it's kind of history, And I've done hundreds of music videos. I've done like ad videos, promo videos, product photography, and uh, like social media videos for brands and things like that. So it's been really cool. And at 2018 was when I was a warehouse manager for years for this big company, and I finally I decided to quit and I moved to LA. So
Nice.
yeah, the
So,
typical,
are you still in LA? Like, where are you at
well,
right now?
I just got back to LA, yeah. But
Okay.
I've been bouncing around between Vegas, LA, and Florida the past couple of years.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, babe. I need a glass of water. Okay, I'm doing an interview. Hang on. Sorry, I'll have to get that out. Kids are going crazy.
Oh, no
Um,
worries. No worries.
so I moved to LA too. I did the whole like I'm up and doing it. I'm gonna do radio in LA, and that was fun for a while. But it's a
Yeah.
lot harder in LA than it sounds to just kind of jet down and make it.
No,
Um,
it really is.
yeah, and I thought you were a tattoo artist at first. I'm scrolling. I'm like, who's this hot tall guy? Because he's fully tatted. How much money in tattoos do you think you've spent?
I have no clue. Somebody asked me that, and I was just like trying to remember like my last few that I've done. Like my whole head, I think I got from a good friend of mine, CJ. He tattoos in Vegas. He's done a ton of my work. He's done my whole upper torso, my back, my ribs, my head. But just the headpiece alone, I think was 4,200. My back,
Dang,
yeah, my back, I think was like he gave me a little bit of a deal, but it was like 7,000 on the back.
that's
Uh,
crazy. That's a
but I
car right
huh?
there.
Yeah,
That's like a whole
basically,
car on
basically.
your back.
I try to add up because people ask me all the time about the number one questions is like how many tattoos do you have? How much money did you spend? Or whatever, and I'm just like, man, I don't really know. And
Yeah,
I added up the hours roughly, and I'm about like I think 160 hours of sessions.
you're dedicated. Well, they look
So,
great. And it
thank you.
looks like you're in the gym a lot. You have an awesome physique. Do you have a gym
Yeah.
routine? Is there something you stick to?
Uh, Not really. I do 1 or 2 leg days a week, and then the rest of the body throughout the week. But what I'll do, my main thing that I do is I'll do like one. So every month I'll do 1 week that's really heavy weight, and then the rest of the month I'll do like a two like moderate weights. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like not as heavy, not as like not maxing out or anything like that. And then like a week that's my rest period, I'll do really light and very short sessions for a week, and that's pretty much
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Do you have
nothing
a
like
favorite band or like favorite band that you've seen live?
band.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, people trip out on this one. So I went to my first big concert in Vegas. I think it was last year or the year before, and it was George Strait. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
before that, I've only been to small like local concerts. I've never been to like a big concert. I get super anxious around like too many people. So like I just
Large
don't want to
crowds.
go. Yeah, yeah, I don't like it.
I feel you. That's been happening to me recently. I was in the mosh pits when I was younger and I loved large crowds and music festivals. And the last couple years, not only does my back hurt from standing for 10 hours to wait for the headliner band that I want to see, but I don't like to be stuffed into a bunch of people I don't know. I don't know if this is just
Yeah,
aging or what
Maybe
happened for
I
me.
think that's part of it is getting a little older because I'm 36 and it's just like is what do you call it? I'm extroverted, but I'm also introverted at the same time.
Same.
It's super weird. And so like I
Yeah.
love going out and socializing and stuff like that, but like sometimes it's just too much. And then I've been invited to several well, I did go see Sublime
Oh, cool.
in Vegas last year. My friend Brittany, she's also a client of mine. She invited me and I went and saw Sublime, which was really really cool. I don't know if I can cuss on here, so my bad.
Yes.
um,
Yes. Yeah, you can.
I did that, but it's just like I like to get out, but then at the same time I'm just like I don't like too many people. Like that's why like I get invited to, like I was gonna say, concerts all the time, and I'm like I just can't do it. And they're like, oh, why not? Like EDC just passed, and 3 of my friends were like, come on, I got you a pass. I'm like, no, dude, I'm good. I can't go. Why? You got something going on? I was like, no, it's just not my vibe. And they're like, what are you talking about? Good music and good people. And I'm like, that's too many people. Is what the
Yeah.
problem is. It's just
Or
too many.
I've been spoiled in like a media tent off to the side, and that's what I love. I love like to kind of hear the music and be by it, but I have an air condition and a seat that I can sit down on. I don't know. I don't want to be out in front.
Yeah,
Um,
and see the
and then
smaller
I
shows.
love being at
Go
home,
ahead.
like Netflix and chill. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like I
right.
love my couch.
I'm a real homebody type. But like when I have been out, like I'll either be booked on a shoot to do, stage photography or whatever, or like a promo video, like a behind the scenes type thing. But most of the time, like when that happens, I have like a little VIP section, like where I'm off to the side, like you're saying, you
And
know.
you feel safer or like, it's more
It's not even
intimate
that.
and small.
It's not even the safety for me. It's just man. I'm at a point now where it's just like I don't want to get in a situation where I get in trouble because I'm the one that's always looked at first, regardless of the situation. I'm the big tattooed bald guy, and everybody's just like,
Yeah.
he did it. It's his fault. And so I'm just
You
like,
got the felon look, the bad
I
boy
just stay
look.
out of the way and mind my business. It's like even when I go out here in LA, I like to go to like little rooftop spots, like where people have big money and stuff, so they're not out there looking for trouble or nothing like that. They're just hanging out, having a good time, and so it's always good for me.
Good place to network. What would be your advice for people? Because you look like you're really good at growth and posting reels and whatnot that are trying to come up and get better on social media. What is some of your advice?
Get better on social media, like how, like for their
Like
brand or
growth, like growing, yeah, their social media page.
uh I would say just the biggest thing, and I know a lot of people say it, but it's literally being consistent and actually putting out some decent either entertainment or information. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna entertain, be entertaining to where people want to see you and they want to laugh and they want to laugh or whatever your entertainment value is.
Yeah.
Do that. Or if
Yeah.
you have a business, like I've talked to a bunch of brands because I do some social media management. Like sometimes I'll get like a contract here and there, but I tell them, I'm like, look, man, it's like you've got to put out information about your brand or your product or whatever it is, but you got to be super consistent. And it sounds a little bit of like an annoyance, but at the same time, I'm like, look at it like this, man. I was like, I'll spend an hour in the morning and create a bunch of content, and then I can spread that out over 1 week.
Oh, that's a good
So
point.
yeah, so 1 hour for 1 week's worth of content. There you go. Then you got the rest of your day to do whatever you need to do. You don't have to worry about the next day's post because you've already done it. Um, and then yeah, I mean that's kind of the biggest thing is just the consistency. And like I ran into an issue on my main TikTok where it's kind of slow, so I created two backup accounts, and within a few weeks, I mean I've got them to the point, on TikTok you have to have a certain amount of followers before you can go live and stuff. And I already have those up to where I can go live and make money
Oh,
on that
nice.
stuff. So yeah, I mean it's just being consistent and having that's another thing too that I do. So I'll go on there and I'm very genuine with my community that I'm building on there. Is like I ask them like how their day is, what their week's looking like. They tell me about their kids. They tell me about job promotions. Their kids' wrestling matches, baseball games, things like that. And so Staying connected.
Communicating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
staying connected and being genuine is another big one too.
Yeah, getting to know your fans and being present and kinda interacting with them. That's what I'm trying to do recently. I get a lot of the fun male fans that just ask a lot of crazy questions, but I
Yeah.
still answer back. Okay, I saw this question and I love this, and I haven't got to ask anybody this, so I wanna ask you this. Would
All
you
right.
rather have your sex tape leaked or your therapy session leaked?
Sex tape because I wouldn't ever go to therapy. So sex tape.
Okay,
Sex tape,
no
and
therapy?
I wouldn't be fucked up about it anyway. I'd be like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, yeah. Have you created an OnlyFans? Is that something you've done or
uh,
would do?
I started one because I tattooed my stuff down there,
Oh,
and
like the whole
everybody
is it
was
an elephant with an elephant trunk? I've seen those
nah.
done.
It says two words. I got two words written down it, and
Okay.
so I had a bunch of people afterwards. They heard about the tattoo and they're like, "You should do OnlyFans. Then you'll make so much
Yeah.
money." And so like after about a month, I was like, you know what? I was like, all right, cool. I'll start one. And then I started it, but then I realized I was like, well, what the hell am I gonna do with this? And they're like, what do you mean? You just do your content. And I was like, I don't know what to do by myself. And then I'm not gonna just hook up with a bunch of people either. You know what I mean? I was like, and
You're
so
not just gonna get a girl
I,
and do things together? I don't know.
maybe if it was, yeah, maybe if it was like one, or something
Yeah.
like that. But at the same time, I I was like, this ain't for me. So I think I made like $30 on there.
That's legit. Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
gotta be hardcore with it, and I notice you gotta cross promote, right? Like, the girls are on Twitch, and then they've done porn, and they've kinda done everything, and so
Yeah.
OnlyFans is just one of their connections, but
Oh yeah,
well, thank
exactly.
you so much, SK, for stopping by the podcast and saying hi, and
Absolutely.
I will tag you so everybody can check you out and, keep
Absolutely.
doing what you're doing because
Yeah,
it
I
is badass.
appreciate yeah, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, see you later.
Bye.